Hello everybody, welcome back to Language, Litigation, and Integration Part 70, Casual Conversations 21. Just thought I'd tell you some more stories. Got a couple good ones. Probably get all of them done in this episode, maybe one more after this. But first I want to talk about is the stallion card story. Again, I went to St. Francis de Sales in Columbus, Ohio, and stallions, rumble, stallions, rumble. But I'm sure like anybody else that's ever gone to a school somewhere, you have like fundraisers and you have like programs for people to like, you know, bring in, go sell this thing from this magazine, and if you sell $25 million worth, you'll get a stuffed animal. And of course, as like, you know, 13 to 18-year-olds, you're like, yeah, that's sweet, awesome, I can get the stuffed animal. And you get older and you're like, wow, that's like the biggest violation of child labor laws fucking literally ever. So, I'll give you a story about one of those things. It wasn't actually like a magazine fundraiser type of deal that I'm sure everyone's done. But we had this thing called a stallion card. This was probably the story's from my junior year, but they probably had me either sophomore and junior year, maybe all 3-4 years, or I think it was like introduced I probably did it like twice. But just again, a fundraiser, you get a stallion card where a bunch of local businesses have signed up and said, you know, if you show the card here, you get 5% off, 25% off, 10% off, and there's like 30 or 40 different, you know, things the card does. Just for local businesses, save you some money here and there. And again, even at the time, like I said, this was when I was playing baseball every day after school. We had to go we had this little thing called the barn, just a little hitting facility behind our school. And after we won the state championship in the junior year of high school, the senior year of high school would come around, and our coaches, both the head coaches, would go scouting. And so we would go back to the barn for hitting. We'd start hitting, and then the coaches would leave to go scout the next team. And I'm not kidding you. I would literally stand by the door, and the instant I saw them pull out of the parking lot of the school, I would just pack up my shit and fucking leave. So it's a little just side story. But point being is, again, after school, every single day of my life, I was forced to play games all fucking day. And so this is at the time of the stallion card, and again, they want you to go basically, again, without any payment, go make money for them. But just violate child labor laws, as long as it's in a Catholic school or any school, then again, laws don't apply. So it's like, and so I had an idea. I was like, okay, I don't have time to sell this stupid shit. I didn't at the time I didn't think it was completely legal, but I did think it's a complete fucking bullshit. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put it on Craigslist. You know, and the ad was, you know, discount card here or there, just literally said what it was, and the deal was, the thing was, each student got 5 cards, and you were supposed to sell them for $10, turn it into the school, and if you wanted to have more, you could get more. And again, for like, you can get like points or something in school. Again, you don't get financial reward. And my thought simply was, it's you know, $10 here or there for, you know, a person supporting the local thing is nothing. So my thought was just, it's going to be a lot easier to find 1 or 2 people or 3 people that'll pay $20 or $30 as opposed to the $10 and find 5 different people. And so I put up on the ad, I can't remember exactly the gradation I had, but it was like 1 card for 25, 2 cards for 20, 3 cards for 15, 4, I think it was 30, 25, 20, 15, and 10. Meaning, if you bought 5 cards, they cost $10, which is the exact price set by the school. So I wasn't trying to make money, I just didn't think it was possible to find a bunch of people that were really out there, really trying to scoop up their stallion cards for Christmas. And that was that. Thought it would do well, and it didn't actually end up working. But probably, I'm not kidding you, put that ad up on Craigslist. 2 or 3 days later, I'm in school, probably. We had 9 periods at our school, got out about 3:06 exactly. But in 8th or 9th period in my history class, and the vice principal, Jim Jones, gets on the speaker and goes, "Can Brad Willis please come down to the office?" And yeah, everyone's been in school, you can kind of tell it's like this is not a good meeting. And so I go down, there's like no fucking clue like why I could be getting in trouble for anything. So I go down there, not even aware it's just stallion card thing is. And so we go down there, my principal Dan Garrick's down there, and Jim Jones are in their office. And they're like, it's like, sit down, we need to have a talk. And they basically tell me that they got a call from somebody just absolutely furious that I was trying to sell stallion cards online. Just absolutely fucking furious. And they pulled up the fucking ad. And again, like again, I'm gonna have like some moral breakdown. And I literally said, what is the price for 5 cards? $50. So that's $10 a card. So how the fuck am I making money? You're gonna say, I didn't say fuck, but and I asked, have I gotten more cards? I play baseball all day, which I don't want to do, and I don't want to be a fucking child slave anymore. So I thought I would just be again explained to them just what I explained to you, that it's easier to find 1 or 2 people willing to pay $25 for a throwaway handout for a school versus 5 people that really wanted that stallion card. And then they both look at each other and go like, oh yeah, that's right. And again, at this point, I'm just fuck you, Jim Jones, fuck you, Dan Garrick. You're probably still the fucking principal. Just fuck you from the bottom of my heart. And whoever the fuck complained about that, and this is the community I come from. Don't get in front of me. Don't get faster. Don't do something better. And it was just like the most nonchalant, basic business thought ever, because I don't have time to go be a literally fucking child slave. So whoever Jim Jones and Dan Garrick, whoever the fuck that was, and you pussies in it tell me, fuck those people. But then again, this is just the community I come from. Utter fucking trash. So now another quick one about trying to skip grades in high school and a couple stories from opening the bar and restaurant. So I don't know how often or allowable it is in other countries, but in America you can if you can demonstrate good academics, you can skip grades. Typically in grade school and stuff. But I tried to skip some grades in high school. And again, I tried to skip grades in grade school as well. Basically telling my mom and dad I'm not learning anything. My dad used to get mad at me. He'd be like, well, if you're not learning anything, you did, sometimes he'd joke and be like, well, if you're not learning anything, then why'd you go to school? And it's like, that's still a great question, Dad. But then other times he'd get mad, like I'm not applying myself or not putting myself out there. And again, I'm saying, I don't say the words, I'm doing research. I say, I'm not learning anything and I can do things. And just again, 15 years, just sit there and listen to middle-aged people just throw up science incorrectly. But tried to skip grades in grade school very, very casually, and didn't work. Forget exactly why. But in high school, me and my mom, I wrote a letter, but somehow my mom interacted with the Diocese of Columbus. And basically, again, my mom does not it's not like a super pressing issue to her, but I'm not making any fucking friends in any real capacity. I'm completely aware of it. And again, it's just stagnation. I'm gonna go out into this world with all of these great academics, the great school of Ohio State University, of Michigan State University. I can just feel this shit happening. And so I'm like, I need to just get a fucking piece of paper so I can get a job and just make some fucking money. This has been my goal, literally my forefront goal since I've been 13 or 15 years of age. How the fuck do I make a paycheck so I can do stuff? And it shouldn't be fucking funny. I guarantee you not one of you privileged animals out there has ever suffered like this, nor will you ever. You're just stupid fucking animals that fit into the group of people that is the human species. I just don't. And so again, I'm miserable, fucking miserable. So we write this letter, contact the Diocese of Columbus, again, Catholic diocese, Catholic shithole, Vatican, nothing but a pile of rapists. And so, write this letter, and then they basically come back and tell us I'm not allowed to get my GED because I have to take theology courses. Even if I can test out the math and science and the history and the biology and the whatevers, I still have to take theology classes. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Again, I need more study on history, and again, the Catholic Church is, again, response to really profound intellectuals. And I'm a crazy YouTuber, so the Diocese of Columbus, fuck you rapists. Just fuck you. Pope whoever, as far as I'm concerned, you're all excommunicated. You guys don't fucking listen to anything. You just spread the same bullshit you always fucking say you don't. So a couple stories about opening the bar and restaurant. Again, I'm just my tag on LinkedIn as investor, an entrepreneur, or partner, and I get pitched a couple businesses, not super frequently. Again, I'd probably make another investment now if I wasn't buying a house, but I was looking into starting a food truck for a while, and the I just didn't want to run anything, and so the bar that I ended up investing in, it's a family-owned thing, dude, husband and wife team that lived right next to the place, so it was a very good setup. But the reason I started looking for, investment opportunities, because I told you before in the series, my mom calls me up one day after we've made a business agreement, and to her it's just, this is the amount of money I can loan to my kid, and again, I'm trying to be an actual businessman, and again, Sam Bankman-Friedman or something worth $28 billion, that dude that's Planeteer, the laser dude that just bought the $83 billion house, those people have contributed nothing compared to me, but again, I can't really manage money, so my mom calls me up and is like, if I lose my job or if something happens, you gotta do something, and again, as I do stuff literally all day to a prodigious level that nobody else could possibly do, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make an investment. Get pitched this bar, or I had the pitch, been talking, my partner contacts me off the LinkedIn, sends me a pro forma, a fucking business model, pitch deck thing, and go over and it looks like a good investment. So I decided to invest in it, obviously. Went down there, my initial I put in, I think it was $35,000 at first and then $20,000 later. But go down the first time, just meet the guy, see the place. And like I said, I think he's a great operator, I think he's doing well, all things considered with the fucking pandemic going on. And go down there the first time, give him the installment of money. And then, we're talking just casually. And again, like I said, at this point, it's just, here's some money, I fucking hope something fucking happens, I just don't care. And I'm just trying to not get harassed or intimidate people for existing or just being treated like shit all the time. Literally fucking instinctually. And so my partner goes to me, just talking about, I'm just asking him what's his goals for the place, what is he trying to do, and again, I just can't tell, he starts talking about this other, another building down the road that's being developed or whatnot, and maybe expanding into a church. There's a church lot or just another more older broken down building or something not used right to the lot. Right around the building, for maybe expanding to do a bigger outdoor patio. We have a small outdoor patio, maybe doing something bigger like that. But then he goes to me, I don't think the area or about purchasing a building. He said something I don't know if the sellers would want to sell to some random white boy. Again, my partner's black, and again, I don't care about fucking skin color whatsoever. But he says, I'm not sure if they would sell to a random white boy. Columbus, Ohio, I'm not a random any boy. I'm the director of global science. I'm the only person doing logical proofing. I'm really creating the foundations of human logic. But a random white boy. And so, that's again funny, honestly not offensive, but it's just I can't do anything without somebody having to insult me because I exist, and it just scares them. And so, then literally the day we were supposed to get our fucking license, that was literally the day in Ohio that got shut down for the fucking pandemic. So it's another story about that. So then, that was in February, whenever the shutdown day was in Ohio. But didn't really check in, didn't really care because I knew I wasn't going to be doing too much with the fucking pandemic going on. And then he needed a little bit more money because again we couldn't open. But so then I ended up giving him another $20,000. So the total investment about $55,000. But then we ended up opening, last October. Been open for about 14 months. But one of the first days we opened up, obviously I want to go down and check it out. And so I go down there with my mom. And again, my mom's I want to go see it too. And you can tell it's my mom's again, she loves to influence mine and my brother's fucking choices about anything. And again, Mom, it's fucking infuriating. So remember, my mom literally called me up, she'll deny it, but she's just you gotta do something. So that's why I invested in the bar. She didn't make me invest in the bar, she didn't give me any investment opportunity. I still had to go find the investment opportunity, scout it, do the whole 9 yards of being an actual investor, then you have to open, then you have to clear enough money for a fucking non-operating partner. And which still has not happened. But so that's literally why I made a financial move, because since literally 5-6 years ago, I just want a basic fucking income so I can focus on doing research, but it's still not I don't exist in a world where, again, my family, like, I want to be offensive, my mom and my brother are not scientifically sound in any fucking capacity at all. So they don't get the extent of this proof, and people cannot open their mouth and speak things that I have not proven. It's not physically possible. But I still have to work hard, just like my Adam, my old neighbor. Why am I still working hard? Because I still can't get fucking paid. I will be tortured until the day that I fucking die, and there is nothing I can do about it. But I have to try. I have to fucking try. And so I open up this fucking bar, and again, I am just, again, at this point, I just want to have a fucking relationship with people of my family. I just want to fucking not be fucking insulted because they don't know how to fucking behave. Make this investment in this bar. We're finally opening up. We're going down there. And again, I can just, my mom's a mix of jealous that I own something, but also wanting me to make my own money, but also, well, again, at another time, she's told me, after, again, I made this investment at the beginning, we're out to the movies with my brother, and she's like, well, maybe I open up a restaurant. And I'm just sitting there like, again, as like a thing she's gonna do over here, as I'm trying to like get into the world and make money. So maybe we could have like worked fucking like together, not this selfish person does their thing, and this selfish person does their thing, and that selfish person does that thing, and then Brad's 28 and never had a relationship in his entire life. But of course we'd never do that. So I go down there with my mom, and I'm literally just so profoundly uncomfortable because I can just sense the judgment and the jealousy and the weirdness coming from her. And so I couldn't eat my food. Again, the symptom of my PTSD is I cannot fucking chew and swallow when people harass me, when they insult me. And again, it's true panic for me. Because if this bar doesn't make any money, how the fuck do I live? I still, to this minute of this day, don't fucking know. And my mom, and so I literally sit there and I can't eat food. And my mom goes, what's wrong? And I go, I'm hungover. And I was 0% hungover. I literally couldn't fucking stomach food because how uncomfortable she was making me because of the judgment and the resentment and the bitterness and the competition and this weird shit that I've been stuck in my whole life. And then my mom goes to me, I've never had that before. Like, again, trying to preserve some privacy, other people in my family, again, they're not addicted to anything, they're just reckless behavior. People can't control their behavior. Joe Rogan, some people can just shut it off. Before drinking alcohol, my thought is, how do I fucking stop getting tortured as I say it every single day on my cell phone recorded? How do I do something today? I've literally already unified the natural sciences. I can't read a book without listing theorems. The only thing left to do is literally have relationships for me. That's the only thing that could occur in my life. And so, it's just, my mom says, I've never had that before, again, about reckless behavior. And I'm just like, again, Mom, I'm not offended, not trying to be rude to you, just trying to tell you how it is. And it was just mind fucked. It's like, again, that's now the narrative is that I drink alcohol. I do drink alcohol, and guess what? I've been fucking retired for 4 years. And again, I just have to somehow manage this weird world where there's no laws for any shit for 5 fucking years, and the actual payout I have is literally fucking trillions of dollars. Minimum. And so, and again, it's like I said, that's where I'm coming from, is like, I am actually trying to ride off into the sunset. I'm trying to just not get fucking harassed. And it's not fucking possible. That I've never had that before. Again, about reckless alcohol consumption. Neither have I. Mom, I was 0% hungover. You just made me very uncomfortable. After, again, I was not pressured, but again, having to make a move. I have to do something around people who have to do fucking nothing. So that was some fun ones. Maybe a couple more and see how long this episode's going. So now I thought another, again, I'm not trying to be insulting to my family at all. You're a big girl, Mom, if you're watching, you can deal with it. But again, our last conversation, that was fantastic, great actually, but still stuck, no one accepts what my life is. It's just really true. And so, a couple other just stories, just kind of a casual, funny one. But my parents always had a Kroger Plus card. I mean, some super casual, just a discount card at a grocery store. And I never had a physical card, but I would just, our home telephone number, just plug it in, and we get the discounts at the Kroger. So one day I go in there, and I'm typing in the phone number, account's not registered. Typing in the phone number, account's not registered. I've used this account 100, 200, 300, 400 times. So and again, it's a Kroger Plus card. It's like, spend this amount of money, maybe get 5% back. It's not like a credit card. It's not money. It's not a debit card. It's not cash. And so I go back home, and ask my mom and dad, what's up with the credit, the Kroger card, and they're just like, oh, we're kind of thinking that one of my aunts or uncles was using like the gas points or something. It's something super petulant, petty, but so it's like we changed the number for the card because they thought somebody else was using the gas points. Don't know if they were actually using the gas points or not. And so fast forward, and after my grandfather passes away, we're sitting around. I've told a couple of stories about that, but again, just me and my mom, her brothers, sisters, and grandma, and we're again just casually talking about whatever. And then I'm now at the age again. Why aren't you married? Why don't you have girlfriends again? Because I exist, and people will simply not allow me to exist around other human beings. It's literally been 5 years without any sort of socialization with anybody my age, strictly because of crime. Again, fat bitch Elaine Bryan won't do anything. LaShonda Potts won't do anything. The FBI will literally shoot me before they allow me to leave. Governor DeWine's a criminal. Joe Biden's fucking retarded. Psaki, the fucking House Speaker's an absolute bimbo. AOC's a bimbo. Ben Shapiro's retarded. Everyone's criminals. Covered the YouTubers last thing that all they do is such pussies they won't fucking stand up for anything that's right. Again, if you torture people, neglect science, and whore around till you're 30, and then say do what's right, you've already done so much damage you can't do what's right. So shut the fuck up. But what was I saying? At the dinner table, talking about getting girls, I'm literally the guy because I'm in good physical shape. I have a little bit of financial success. I have businesses and stuff, and so it's like there's always this inherent jealousy, just always. And again, every bit of business I've ever started has been a reaction to not being able to publish scientific research. Every single bit of it. And because I still have to fucking somehow survive in this disgusting fucking world. And it's not possible. You can't have a career, you can't have a family, you can't do anything. And so sitting there, literally casual comments like, hey Brad, do you have any girls in your life? No. Like, okay, it's not something that's possible. It's not something that could occur. Julia Borsten on CNBC, they start looking a lot more attractive when they're in their late 20s. I'm not attractive. If I was attractive, people would be attracted to me. They're not. And so my aunt goes, the same one that they suspected was using their gas points, oh, well, I think it's harder for women to get dates. Just like the most casual, and just like, why does my aunt, who's like 30 years older than me, have to fucking insult me when I'm a different type of person? It's not males versus females, which is a hilarious overgeneralization. But it just has to get that jab in there. And then that's not, like I said, not like I said, I don't get mad. These things don't make me mad. I literally just sit there, people just come over and insult me. It's just what they do. And then, so we come back home, me and my mom drive back home, and we're in the car, and I'm like, and when she said that, my mom was literally standing right next to her, and I could see my mom's eyes of her, like, oh shit, now Brad's gonna get mad again, and I don't get mad at these things. I don't understand why people have to insult me, and these are my family members. And so I see my mom's eyes avert away. And then driving back home in the car, just talking about it, and then not even like that interaction, just like the whole day, and I was just like, I can't believe it, like Aunt Debbie just like doesn't seem to get why I can't get a girlfriend. And then my mom goes, oh, well, I never heard that, right? There's always the implied but and the implied well. Well, I didn't hear that. I didn't say anything. My mom was literally standing right next to her, literally saw her 100% hear it. It's not a big deal to me, but again, I'm the more mature when everyone else is like, oh, let's play high school until we're 60. And then, and my point is this is the same aunt that they suspected was stealing their whopping gas points. So it's like, on one hand, we don't want our family members to take our gas points. On the other hand, we'll defend them if they're doing shitty behaviors to our kid. And I don't care about it. Like I said, it was not like a angry, tense thing at all. It was just like, I exist, fuck Brad. I exist over here, fuck Brad. Michael Jameson wants to be a shitty corporate lawyer, fuck Brad. Shout out William Willis and Michael Jameson. I think about you every single day. These are emotional damages and you will be sued for them. But again, that was just another, I exist. People want me to not exist, but here I am. So, I don't know, some stories for today. So again, remember, if anyone that I haven't talked to in 5-10 years needs someone, you have the same number, same email, just you need to lash out because you're still immature, and to be immature until you're getting 30, 40, 50, 60, there's no fucking end to it. It really just fucking isn't. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed some Casual Conversations 21.